Alright, bam! Welcome back. My name is Bradley L.A.
And I'm Brandon.
Welcome to our channel where we discuss relationships and various different topics. And today we have a guest. Tally, say hello.
Hello.
Her details, her Instagram will be somewhere near her, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, today's topic, great one. We're going to be talking about second chances in relationships.
Bam, let's get into it.
How do we feel about it?
To be honest with you, it all depends. It really all depends on the circumstance. Because me, I always want my second chance. But if she did wrong, it's gonna be a bit of double standards. To be honest, if you like, and that's gonna sound all wrong and that, but it's definitely gonna be double standards.
I don't agree with the double standard, but I think it is very much dependent on the circumstances, because I think it's very easy to say, oh yeah, I would never give a second chance if they cheated or if they did something really bad. But then in the moment, you might be so in love and so in the relationship that you would look past that. I
think that a lot of people listen to their friends and the outside world and their opinions and so on, but I think only you and your partner really knows what's really going on in the relationship. Because I think if overall, if that person was a positive effect on you, leaving them because of one mistake, it's a bit silly, to be honest.
How do you feel about social media? Your boyfriend has Instagram and he's liking the same girl's photo over and over again, and the girl's posting provocative pictures.
You might be a simple man. Most men are simple men. They see a big booty, they hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? Some men are just simple like that. I'm not gonna front to you. They see a big booty, they hit the like button.
Let her answer.
Alright, cool.
It's beyond likes now, okay? He's commenting on the pictures, love hearts, he comments back.
Oh!
Wait. What does he comment back with?
Yeah, what does he
comment back with?
Like, thanks babe, or something, or something.
I would ask, does he know the girl? And like...
Oh, how about if he says no then? It's just like a random Instagram girl.
Then if they're not DMing, it's fine.
Okay.
So you'd ask him if they're DMing?
Yeah.
And what would be that under? What's that called? Micro cheating?
Yeah.
This is a new terminology I've heard of. Micro cheating.
It's only come around since the internet's been around.
Is it cheating if you're sleeping with a girl but you're thinking about another girl? Is that micro cheating? Would that be micro cheating?
I wouldn't call it micro cheating, but it would be like, yeah, mental cheating.
Oh shit!
If you're sleeping with a girl and at that exact time you're thinking about another girl, you clearly don't want to be with the girl that you're with.
I don't know. Have you ever been in a situation with a guy in any of your relationships and you have thought of someone else?
No.
Oh my god, there is some bullshit. There is some bullshit.
She's in the spotlight. That's why it's the bright lights. It's normal, no? Like, not to sleep with someone and think of someone else, but to kind of to have a fantasy about, do you know what I mean? To find someone else attractive.
Oh that's normal.
But then where do you draw? You can't control what you think about. Do you know what I mean? Where do you draw the line of attraction? So, I mean, as long as you're not physically acting on it, I think everything's okay.
Yeah.
You're allowed to have your freedom of thought. You're allowed to have your freedom of desire. But just know, rein it in because you're with me.
We've kind of went off topic.
Yeah.
Okay, so would you give your other half a second chance?
Okay, well let's break it down. So we talked about like internet cheating. So then next step.
Okay, what is the next step?
Woman inside the
Yeah.
They have organisation. You see that there? She took control. She understood what was going on. She then knew how to move it on.
Like you said, it's all about you and your partner understanding the relationship and what boundaries are set in place. Do you know what I mean? So if you two have the understanding that you both like the attention from the opposite sex, but you don't take it further than that, then what's the problem?
But don't forget, breaking someone's trust is not only about
cheating.
They could be many things.
Yeah.
They could have stole from you, they could have lied, they could have done many different things.
But again, that's down to the situation, that's the circumstance.
Yeah, so, but I think overall, I think the main thing is definitely understand the relationship you have between you and your partner. Because no one else would know what you two have. And if overall the person has been a positive effect in your life, I would definitely sit down and talk about it. Because old people always say it's about understanding and forgiveness. If you look at any old couple, a lot of them say the exact same thing, because we have this way of looking at the media and Instagram to show what a perfect relationship should be like. And I remembered when I've said this before, I remembered when the whole Jay-Z and Beyonce first went out and they became an item and they got married. There was so many memes, power couple and king and queen and all of this bullshit. And I used to cringe every time I saw these memes because when Jay-Z cheated on her with Becky with the good hair, no one, I don't see their memes no more. Yeah, like no one talks about it. So, listen. Like I say, definitely a relationship's about an A and B thing. Only you know what you and your partner have, and overall, it should be a positive thing that you two have gained from each other.
So yeah, the whole relationship goals, all that stuff, it's just that can't define your own connection to your own partner. But I do have a theory, and I want to hear your opinions on it. Yeah. So everyone's heard the term "once a cheater, always a cheater."
Yeah.
I don't agree with that, but I do believe if you've cheated in a relationship with a specific person, you will always cheat on them if they allow you back. So it might not make you a cheater in life in every relationship after that. I think just with that specific person, you'll be a cheater.
What do you think?
I don't know. I think that's interesting. Actually, I've never thought about that.
Have you ever cheated on a guy before?
No.
Okay. Have you ever been cheated on? Yes.
No.
Okay, so.
Have you ever been cheated on?
Nah, man, look at no.
Alright, okay. Have you ever cheated?
Yes, I have.
Okay, we're gonna get onto that, you scumbag. Anyway, the philosophy behind my theory is that it's called behavior regression. So, like, all the people you went to school with, for instance, when you all link up together, when you were in school, you were loud and you jump around and whatever. And then you move on, you mature, but then when you link up for a reunion later, you still get loud. And so, okay, if you cheat on someone and they forgive you, they turn around, no matter how hard they make it on you, they can make you jump through hoops, whatever, yeah? But the fact that they take you back shows that they're willing to accept it. So what it tends to make the other person do is just become a lot smarter with how they cheat. There are exceptions to the rule. There are people that have cheated on specific partners and won't do it again. But generally, I believe that once you've kind of broken that barrier with someone, you will always do it because you know there's a way back.
No, because in the first place, that person's going to bloody cheat. The person was going to cheat anyway. So, like, it wasn't about them going past. This is who they were. So, they could move on from that relationship, start a whole new relationship. But if cheating's in their nature.
So you're more on the side of once a cheater, always a cheater?
No! I believe everyone has the capability to change because life's based on influence. No one does something without reasoning.
Yeah.
And I think we live in this world too much where we don't understand how much the outside world influences our actual behavior and action. So I think it's taking someone out of the situation that they're in and showing them a whole new light. But that then comes with knowledge. That then comes with being open-minded to learn, because at the end of the day, everyone can make mistakes. And to say, cheating, the reason why cheating is probably a very big thing because we live in a world where monogamy and religion has dictated how relationships are, hence why there's marriages. You understand? So we live in this world. But then if you ask a gay person, how do you know you're gay? He would say he's born gay, and who are we to say he's wrong? So if men do this on a natural basis, then not all men by all means. It's just in our nature, it seems. So how can you argue against that? When
I put my theory across, I'm talking about the world as it is now.
Yeah.
You're talking about the capacity for change. You're talking about the potential, but I'm talking about the reality of it. You see what I'm saying?
I think people can change.
No.
I agree. I think that if someone's cheated once, they won't necessarily ever cheat again. Like, sometimes it just takes that. Sometimes people are curious. That's what it is. Sometimes people are curious and they want to do it that once to test the relationship or to test. I don't know.
I have another theory which actually conflicts the one that I previously made.
So this guy is just a big contradiction. Jesus Christ.
No, I feel like this topic's going to contradict everything within everyone anyway, isn't it?
Yeah.
Whether it's double standards or whatever it may be, yeah? But sometimes as people, we have to make mistakes to know what we have. You know what I mean?
How did we go from one philosophy to this philosophy? I knew he said it was going to be a contradiction, but this is bad. This is bad.
Listen, The thing about being understanding is that you don't pick a side, but you can see all perspectives. You see what I'm saying? So when you usually take a step up in life or whatever, whether it be buying yourself a new car, for the first 6 months to a year, you're in love with this car because it's a symbol of everything you've achieved. Once it becomes the norm, you take it for granted. You start cleaning it less. You start speeding around more. You start crashing it, whatever. And then maybe you go and fucking drive something else and realize, no, my first car was banging. Do you know what I mean? So sometimes you have to make that mistake in order to realize what you had was a good thing.
So what's your point, bro?
My point.
So where do you stand, bro? Where do you stand?
No,
You got me sitting on the fence.
Why? Why? I like it on this fence.
All right. So to conclude, because we will just drag on and we'll just go on and on and on and on. So to conclude.
Yes, Tammy. To conclude.
Has control to your organisation.
I think you should conclude that she's one of your theories.
Yeah. She's one of them. Tell the people.
And the third thing. No, you know what? I literally, I'm not someone that's too big on relationships, so my opinion's void. So, so let's go to the man that's in a relationship. Yeah, how would you feel if your missus?
Life's about understanding. Life's about understanding, and it's about forgiveness. Honest to God's truth, like I would go back to what I said originally. Understanding. You've got to talk to your partner, and only you and her really know what the dynamic, you and that person know the dynamics between your relationship. And as long as that person has been a positive effect overall in your life, I say forgiveness is always on the cards, isn't it? Bang! And that there was the topic.
Yes.
If you did like what you heard,
wait, what I disagree with you? Do you know what I mean? Listen, women's rights and all that. Listen, no, honestly, Tally, what do you have anything to add on to that?
No, I agree, because I think it's down to circumstances in your relationship. And I think it's down to the extent of what they did. But I think forgiveness is always there. It will always be there. It's just depending whether that person wants to give it.
Okay. Wrapped up nicely.
Wrapped up, yeah. So now we can send it.
And that's our opinions on it. Once again, we'd love to hear your thoughts on it. So leave it down in the comments below. And
share any of your experiences. We could be like we've been getting a lot of people sharing their experiences, which is great. We'd love to hear what you have to say. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe if you're on YouTube. If you're on Facebook, make sure you like our fan page. And we shall see you again.
Have a good day.
What? What?
Oh my God.
Yeah.